What's up guys, it's Obliviouz Gamer here, and in this video I just wanted to talk some of my overall thoughts and some concerns regarding Gundam Extreme vs Maxi Boost On. Now for those who don't know, the Gundam Extreme vs franchise has been one that has been going on for a while, and it is a 3D arcade fighting game. Now Maxi Boost On is kind of like an upgraded version of a game that has been going through changes and upgrades culminating back in 2016 with Maxi Boost On in arcades. The original being Gundam Extreme vs back in 2010 for arcades and managed to get a PS3 port in 2011. Then came Gundam Extreme vs Full Boost for arcades in 2012 and the PS3 version in 2014, which would be, until now, the last version of an Extreme vs game ported to a console. And I'm not counting the PS Vita version. Then came Gundam Extreme vs Maxi Boost in 2014 for arcades, and finally Gundam Extreme vs Maxi Boost On in 2016, with Extreme vs 2, which is the latest game in arcades, released in 2018. However, this year, Bandai Namco announced that Maxi Boost On will be getting a port for the PS4 and coming out in July this year, with the beta being the 25th of April. Now, personally, I've never played this version since arcades aren't a big thing in my area, nor have I visited Japan recently to try it out. I have played the PS3 versions and Gundam Versus, which came out for the PS4. Now, I have heard from a lot of friends and people that Maxi Boost On is a loved and enjoyed version, and it was enjoyed for a while before Extreme vs 2 came out, to the point that many were echoing that they should bring Maxi Boost On to the PS4. Now this was also before Extreme vs 2 came out. With Extreme vs 2 coming out, I've seen more statements being they should bring Extreme vs 2 on the PS4. Regardless of that, there was a lot of voicing that they should have brought Maxi Boost On to the PS4 sooner. And well, we finally have it. Gameplay wise, I feel people will mostly be happy with the balance since the franchise has been worked for so many years with many iterations and arcade versions, with Maxi Boost On coming out back in 2016. So they had a lot of time to balance the game and fill it up with content. So I'm not concerned with the gameplay, plus I'm not interested in any single player content for the game, which was something that they gonna add and they announced recently. They announced 2 different single player content modes that they're gonna bring in, and that's something that, like I said, I'm not interested in, and since that's not what I look for in this franchise. Plus, the Extreme vs games have always been more about the 2v2 matches and the competitive aspects rather than being about a story mode or its amazing, and I put quotation amazing, single player modes that the franchise had. And again, there was always a focus on it being a competitive game, with it being that very focus in Japan, since there's even a lot of tournaments in arcades for Gundam Extreme vs 2 now, and back when it was a Gundam Extreme vs Maxi Boost On. Plus also this beta will allow us to see most of the game. I think they said that most of the suits you will be able to play with them, except the 3 new ones that they announced, so it wouldn't be hard to get an idea of how the game is when it comes to balance and how well it feels. Now, my biggest concern with the game is the support from Bandai Namco. And what do I mean by that? Well, originally, for example, when Gundam Versus came out, the team behind it on Twitter did one final update or patch, and then they went radio silent, with no one knowing what happened, and eventually assuming that Bandai was done with Gundam Versus when it came to patching the game or any sort of DLC. There was no word. People were asking, people were trying to contact the Twitter team back for Gundam Versus, and silent until recently the account came back to life since it was switched to be used for Gundam Maxi Boost On. The other thing is that this game has been out there for a while, and the fact that it already has a sequel with Extreme vs 2, Extreme vs 2 has been going very strong, I feel, in Japan. So it just makes me wonder how much support will they put for Maxi Boost On. I mean, in the survey they asked if people would be interested in events or tournaments. However, at least when it comes to the West, they really haven't put much effort when it comes to the Gundam franchise overall. Also, what can we expect from Maxi Boost On the PS4? Meaning, with the 3 new DLC mobile suits, will this be it when it comes to new suits? Will the game get future patches or changes? I feel there's just more questions that will be hard to answer without speculating too much, since we won't know until we cross that bridge. In the end of the day, I am looking forward to the game, and hey, it's a start. Better to get Maxi Boost On than having no game at all. And I'm trying to be positive as I can, and of course I'm excited, but there is just some questions that I have regarding how will this be handled. And just from previous experience, my expectations aren't set too high for Bandai Namco. So yeah guys, this was just a short video of some of my thoughts, just blabbering and going over regarding Maxi Boost On. Feel free to comment and discuss. I always enjoy having a conversation with all of you guys. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this, but there's just a lot of questions and concerns that I have with this version and what can we expect for the future. And I'm hoping that this is not something that they just release out there, and once it's out there they support it for like 3 months and then they're just back to radio silent, or they just, like any other Gundam game, they support it for a little bit and then they just leave it be and then just radio silent. So yeah, just some thoughts again. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. This has been Obliviouz Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.